Hi, so I'm Carl Hobbins. I'm a financial advisor here at Four Oaks Financial Services. Prefer the term financial planner, to be honest, as opposed to financial advisor, because financial planning is a journey and it's ongoing. I think the first thing to say is retirement, it's not necessarily a one-size-fits-all. People associate retirement with pensions first and foremost, and rightly so. They can be very tax efficient, but there are other vehicles that you can use as well as or instead of to plan towards retirement as well. When should you start saving towards your retirement? As early as physically possible. The earliest you can start saving into things like a pension, for example, are 18. But we have clients well into their 40s and 50s that haven't started provisioning for retirement yet. And the response from me is it's never too late, just as soon as we can, really. I think in days of old, people would rely on a state pension to fund their retirement. Can you rely on it solely? In one word, no. Private provision is recommended as well. State pensions are important, but not on their own. Private pension provisioning and other retirement provisioning is really important as well. Retirement's not a one-size-fits-all, so often the best thing to do is start provisioning for retirement, but I believe starting with the end in mind is the best way to do it. What does retirement look like? What do you want to achieve? What does your lifestyle look like? And then we can look at, well, what do you need to provision over the years until retirement to achieve those objectives? There are different types of pensions and different ways of retirement planning. Many pensions, for example, can have a clause built in that retirement savings can be passed on to beneficiaries, those that you're nearest and dearest. Ultimately, you don't want your hard-earned retirement savings to go nowhere. So that's a key part of retirement planning. We often have clients that will look on our website, for example, and see the pictures of various different advisors. I think it's nice when an advisor feels relatable. I'm mid-30s, naturally, when I see someone probably of a similar age, in similar circumstances, with children, etc. It can feel more personal and that person can relate to you more. Having said that, a good advisor should be adaptable to the client sat in front of them. We have clients, well into their 90s, some older, and I think having the emotional intelligence perhaps to relate to that person and their circumstances and put yourself in their shoes, regardless of the age gap, is important from an advice perspective.
I wasn't expecting the reception that we got. I thought that, financial institutions were a little bit stiff upper lip and starch collars and wouldn't really be interested in what Karen and I had to invest or look after, but quite the opposite. Most of the time they spent listening to us rather than us listening to them, as they tried to understand what it was that we wanted to get from the meeting and what we wanted from our money going forwards. That was quite reassuring. There was no pressure, there was no sign this, now invest in these Hungarian 1-ton diamonds or anything like that. It was very grounded and sincere. Yeah.
We now talk with great confidence to our friends and family about financial matters because of what we've learned from Martin and the team at Four Oaks. Not that we'd ever give people advice, but we certainly do point them in the direction of Four Oaks. We have recommended Four Oaks to friends and family and on more than one occasion, and we would definitely do so again.
Yeah, we've almost become the club experts. When we have friends that say they've got this new savings account, they're now achieving 1%, we're saying to them, we do better than that. I mean, these guys are working very hard for the money, and when they're able to, they squirrel a bit away in a bank and it's collecting dust and cobwebs, and we sort of say to them, speak to Four Oaks, or speak to Karen, the lady that looks after ourselves, and you're under no obligation, but just speak to her and just find out what potentially they can do for you. Because talk, it's free. Not many things in life are free. Speak to these people, and they may be able to make more of your money than the high street bank can. Just do it. What you got to lose?